Come closer. Why are you looking back? I'm talking to you. Why have you been dating this girl for so many years? You have not asked these important questions. What are you waiting for? When do you want to ask these important questions in your relationship? Are you waiting until marriage when things are not going on well? Then you will now start regretting things. That this is not what I want in a woman. This is not what I planned for. You are just going out with her, hanging out with her. These are the questions you need to ask if you are planning to get married to that serious girl you are dating for years now. Sit down and ask her these questions. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm not going to talk much. I'm not going to introduce myself. If you want to know me, there are a lot of videos on my page. Make sure you check those videos and you know what we do on this channel. So let's just get right into the video. There are a lot of mistakes which the new generation are committing, which our parents have not done. If they should have done that, I don't think they would have been in marriages for 40 years or 50 years and they have not divorced. But with this new generation, immediately we enter a marriage, we want to come out because we don't ask questions before entering, and we don't know the reason why we are entering the marriage. We don't know the reason why we are getting married to the person. We just see one or two things, then I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. But our parents, they normally do the background check. They ask a lot of questions before you get married into a family. But we are in love. We have seen this thing. The person is having money. The person is like this. The person is beautiful. The person is having breasts. The person is having nyash. I want to get married to that person. You forget to ask this question. And sometimes some people, if they even ask the question, they forget that that thing that they are asking today is going to happen in the marriage. But because of love, they are blinded by the love for the person. So they will close their eyes on that answer the person has given them. Do not take that answer into consideration. These questions are not in any order. If you are a lady watching this video or you are a guy watching this video, you will turn it into your own way, okay? But I'm actually talking to the guys, okay? You are the one that is going to tell this woman, will you marry me? So I'm actually concentrating on the guys. The first question I think as a guy you should ask this that you are preparing to get married to or you are in a relationship with is, what is your relationship with your father? A lot depends on how a lady treats her father. A lady who does not respect the father, a lady who does not give the honor to the father as the head of the family, do you think if you get married to that lady is going to respect you as the head of the family? If you ask this question, the way the lady answered you, you should take a lot of things from it. Did she just talk down on the father? Did she disrespect the father in any way when you ask her the question? Or she hold the father in a high esteem? Or she respect the father as the head of the family? You should put this into consideration. You need to do this. Some ladies do not respect their father. And don't think if you get married to this lady, is going to respect you as a father figure in the children's life. Some of them, just because their mother support the bad thing they are doing and their father doesn't support it, their father become their enemy. So they will disrespect the father in the house. Oh, that man is just a useless man. I don't care. He didn't look after me. He doesn't do this in the house. It's only my mother that do this. Please take note of that. How a lady relates with the father will talk a lot in your marriage. That's how he's going to relate to you. If you respect a man in general, she will respect you and adore you no matter what happened. No matter whatever the father did to her, you should not talk ill about your father. You should also ask a lady this question. Do you like me as a person? Yes, the person must like you before loving you. So do you like my personality? Looking at me from head to toe, do you like me as a person? Do you like my behavior? Yes, not for what you are. Not for the monies or the things you have been buying for her. She should love you as you are. Recently, I love certain things some guys are doing to find out a good woman. Some of them are pranking, some of them are testing their girlfriend to see whether if they love them for who they are, not for the money. The girl should love you for who you are. You should like you as a person. So you should ask her this question. Do you like me as a person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, even though if I'm not having money? As a guy, if you make a mistake and a lady loves you or marry you because of what you are having, when those things are not there, my brother, your life will be miserable. There's always a lot of people out there that are better than you or are richer than you. So if you think that because of what you are doing to her, that's why she's loving you more, my brother, when that thing finish, you'll regret it. The next thing I think you should also ask is, what is your love language? Yes, a lot of people have different love language. What you do to her to show her that you love her so much. Let her tell you so that you will not even waste your time. Some people's love language is gifts, or some are spending quality time, or some are intimate, or a lot of people different one, or some are money. So you should know your girlfriend's love language so that you do not go and make mistake. Let's say right now that your girlfriend's love language is spending quality time. Now, always you are not available. When you go and you come back, you just buy some gift and come and give it to her. You think that maybe money will does everything for her, or you will give her a lot of gifts. Maybe that's not her love language. Her love language is for you to spend quality time with her. You just schedule a time that you spend quality time with her, even though you are busy. You should know your partner's love language. So you should ask her this question anytime you go out with her so that you do not suffer. Another question I think you should also ask her is, how do you solve conflicts? Yes, should in case you guys have misunderstanding, how is she going to solve it? Is she the type that will live for a longer time and come back? Or is she the type that will sleep over the matter and the next day you will talk about it? Or is she the type that will want to talk about it at that moment? You should ask all these questions so that it can help you when you know the person best. For instance, let's say maybe she's a type that if something happened in the relationship or in the marriage, she will want to sit down on her own, give her some time for her to think about it and come back and solve the issue. Maybe it can be the same day or maybe the next day. So if you know this for her, there's no way if there's misunderstanding, you'll be disturbing her or you will start begging or doing this. You will need to give her some time if she's that type. Or maybe if she's the type that she wants to solve everything at that moment, or you are not like that. Maybe you like to go out from the house so that nothing will happen. Maybe there's a misunderstanding. As a guy, you want to go out and go and sit somewhere and come back to the house before solving it. So that you know each other. You know yourself very well so that you can solve any conflict in your relationship or in your marriage peacefully. Another important question you should also ask is, what do you want in a marriage? You should ask your girlfriend this. Before getting married to her, you need to know what she wants in a marriage. Yes, maybe she wants that and want this. If you are a type of person that can provide those all for her in the marriage, then you go ahead. But if you see that the thing she's listing is not matching what you want in a marriage, then you resist. But if you really ask her what she wants in a marriage, and what she wants in the marriage is in her head, when you get married to her, she's going to bring all those things out. What is your expectation in marriage? What are you expecting? Maybe let's say her expectation in a marriage or what she wants in a marriage is to be in the house, to be a housewife. She wants a man that will provide everything for her, that will cater for her. Hers is to just sit in the house, give birth to how many children, 4 children, and be in the house. If you hear her answer and it doesn't match with what you want as your wife to be, then you advise yourself. Her own is just to spend her husband's money without working for it. She doesn't know where the husband gets the money from. Her own is when she gets married to a man, the man should take care of everything in the house. She is just there to sit down without doing anything. The man should do 100%, not like 80-20 or 70-30 or 50-50. Hers is not like that. So you will know from asking this question, you will know that this is not the kind of person I want. You can also ask her, what is your intake about 50-50? Do you want us to split the bill into 2? And if you hear her response, maybe she wants her man to be 80 and so that she'll be 20, or she wants 70-30, then you know it. And if you are a type that you want 50-50, you know this woman is not for you, so don't force it. Don't think if you get married to her, she'll go and change in the marriage. It's a seesaw. Whatever you are seeing now is going to reflect in your marriage. Normally, some people don't know what they want in the marriage. They just have their expectation. They just have their list. The reason why they are entering that marriage, they don't know it. Some of them, their own is just for the money. They don't know what exactly is going to happen. You are also there to support the man. Some of them don't know. So you need to ask these questions, my brother. You also need to ask this question before even getting into the relationship, before entering the serious relationship with the person. What is your genotype? Yes. Don't fall in love with this person before you start finding out this. You will get your broken heart. Okay? You need to ask her, what is your genotype? Maybe as a guy, you are AS. That lady is what? AS. You both are not compatible. You cannot marry. But if you are a guy and you are AA, there is no need for you to ask this question because you can marry anything at all. You can marry AS, you can marry SS. But if you know as a guy you are not AA, please make sure you ask this question. Don't fall in love with the person. Then you now ask, what is your genotype? The person say, I'm SS, and you also AS. You are not compatible. You go and suffer. And if you end up marrying that person, your children, I don't know what to say. Some will be sickly, and you end up spending a lot of money in the hospital. You also need to ask, what is your take on divorce? How do you see divorce in marriages? Are you a type of person that when something happens, immediately the thing happen now, I'm divorcing you, I'll save you my divorce paper? Are you a type of that? Do you say that a lot? Are you happy about people who say that a lot? Because if you get married to this woman, the pastor said for better, for worse. Maybe a lot of mistakes will happen, the struggles will come, but is she the type of person that want to come out from the marriage? What is her intake? Okay? Her parents, were they divorced? Or what is the divorce case in their family? You need to know this. Are they the people that normally they divorce their husband, immediately something happen, whether if it is their fault or the husband's fault, they want to come out without considering a lot of things? Is there any sickness in your family? You need to ask this. Maybe all the things you are going to ask, you may not get the exact answer. Maybe if the person is hiding something, that's why you need to also do your investigation. You need to do your finding. You also need to go and ask behind the person. After asking this question, after hearing the answers from the person, you also need to go around and do your checking. Okay? Let's stop this. You just enter a marriage. They say 7 days into the marriage, the person divorced. 2 weeks into the marriage, the person wants to divorce. 1 month, they want to divorce. 1 year, they want to divorce. The person is falling out of love with the husband, with the wife, because he doesn't love the person again. So this thing, didn't you put it? Was it just a last? So let's take our time and ask a lot of questions. Let's stop rushing into the marriage and coming out. And I see people are scaring with those that are not yet married. Okay? You are scaring us. Marriage is a beautiful thing when you find the right person. There are a lot of things you need to ask your partner. Yes, maybe I must not list all of them over here. So please, if you also know of some, please leave it in the comment section. We are all here to learn, to advise each other. You can also advise us by sending me email. Okay, I'll leave my email in the description box. So make sure you also leave your point of view. And thank you so much for watching my video. And thank you so much for liking them. Those of you that are subscribing, God bless you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, what are you waiting for? Please make sure you subscribe. Okay, it helps a lot. Thank you so much. God bless you for doing that. Till I see you in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye.